Hey, good morning, traders. Doing our pre-market analysis this morning on Monday, October 14th. Just taking a look at the hourly minute chart. What's been going on for the last several months. Prices climbed up, making new highs. Interesting pullbacks. Looking for our setup, the pullback and expansion. The pullback and expansion. Now, you guys can trade whatever time frame you want. It has nothing to do with me. Whoa. Whoa. But once you start to see this stuff, you're like, wow, it's just everywhere. And, you've got your pressure cooker. Call it the pressure cooker because the pressure cooker is where price is pushed up and there's pressure created. And then it zooms through, right? It just zooms through. That's why it's called the pressure cooker. Kill zone, it's called the kill zone because once you go past the kill zone, once you go past the kill zone, you end up in, something's going on, and its price isn't coming back, right? Which is interesting because you'd be like, hey, Mike, what about this thing? Yeah, well, it stopped somewhere down here. There's a kill zone. And, just making observations. I struggled with this. I imagine everybody did. Price was on its way up, and it had this deep pullback into here. But once I saw this pull back, I actually think I was on vacation, so I wasn't trading right at this point. But we got back on business up in here somewhere. And then it goes sideways. Right? We're just making observations, guys. We're not doing anything. We're professional traders. We have to be aware of what it is we're after and how we're going to get it. So we have to look at this stuff. But let's look at this. From the 28th, the end of the month of August, did I say 19th? The 20th, 19th and 20th, to the end of the month, it didn't do anything. I should have been on vacation then. There's 10 days of just blah. Now, we can find our trades in there, and then it comes off again. Where does it land? Where does this land? What is going on? Interesting. I mean, there's, the kill zone here. And maybe that's where it landed. Then there's a few more orders. There's orders here. There was. There's orders right here, and they get zoomed. Come up, come up, come up. Boom. I bet this guy comes into play again. Look at that action. Wash out. That's the thing is like when you realize that the wash is just a part of it, and you can get behind that, you'll realize that the opportunities will present themselves in the most unique ways. I see washes here, little guy there. This whole thing's a wash all the way across here. And look at that impulse. Like if you're like, which way is the market going? It's going up, right? That's all you have to do. Look at the market. It's telling you what's going on. You just have to know how to read it. That's what we're here to do is read it. What am I trying to do here? It goes up again. Comes across. Look at all that. Look at all that. It's crazy. Just crazy. More washes. wash, right? Hits the top, right? Look at this. From the 19th to another 10 days of just solid blah. Comes back down. Here's your 3-to-1 trade right there. Pow. There it is. Right? And this is the hourly. I mean, you get in here on a. So the price is, again, here's the pressure trigger on the bigger swing. Price lands right there, makes another one, right? This is what I'm looking for. This is all I really look for because there's so much going on, and I want to be accurate's not the right word, but I want to be very confident about what it is I'm getting into, and this is where this is how challenging it can be because you have the pullback here, the wash, which is, and this is kind of funky, but you have it again here, right? Now, do I know that price is probably going to land here? That's a huge stop, right? That's a huge stop for me. And I'm on the hourly. But my point is that once it hits the pressure cooker, right? Once it hits the pressure cooker, right? This comes up, does this, hits it again, it washes down, hits the pressure cooker. I'm looking down in here. Like those are the things, right? We have to have an impulse. We have to have a shelf. We have to have a wash. We have to have a retest, and then we can enter. And this is hindsight, but I like to look at it just to remind me that, buy down here. And this was really weird. I don't know what happened on the 10th. Something happened on the 10th. Who knows? So this is the top of it. I was looking at this earlier. Remember, this is all we want, right? The impulse up, pull back, continue. So here we have our impulse up, our pullback, and it continues. Now this one doesn't leave us any opportunity to trade, so we miss it, or we don't participate. We don't jump on to something. We don't try and scalp a couple of ticks. That's not what we're trying to do. We're trying to be consistent 3-to-1 traders with a 30 to 40% win rate. That'll keep you in the profit, and that's why oftentimes you've got to sit through a pullback to get to the next, to get that 3-to-1. So anyhow, we're just going to keep watching. That's what she said. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just going to watch right now. We got new highs coming off this impulse, right? There's your impulse. Your shelves in here. There's one. Connect them, right? I'm not making this up, guys. This isn't like now, okay, this being said, if this were this case, I oftentimes, if I can get close, will take my money here because of this action here. But this is also at the end of the day. And, we're trading from here to somewhere where 11 o'clock, 11, somewhere in here, so it doesn't really fall into my trading time frame, but there's times that I'll move some things around just to see what happens. If I see this action and it starts pulling back here, I'm going to look because if you're in at 11:40 and you'll be out half an hour later, somewhere in there, maybe a late day kind of grab some cash out of here. It does this whole thing. Put your stop up under here. up under that guy, and then you get taken out. But it's the end of the day, and depends on where you're at. Sometimes I do that. So price is up. Follow your swings, and we'll talk a little later when we do a little mid-morning update. All right, take care.